to the watering hole. We're sitting down today with Miss Mikayla Lane.
So excited to be here.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I have been super busy these last few months, so I'm glad to finally be home and kind of chilling for a little bit. So.
Yeah, I'm sure. So you just dropped a new song. You want to share some details about that?
So my new song, Honky-Tonk Halo, came out yesterday. It's crazy how long songs can be in the works for artists, and then they finally get released, and everyone sees it as like a new song. And I've been listening to it on repeat for like literally months, just trying to get it perfect, you know. So I was super excited that it finally came out yesterday. I wrote it with Bridget Tatum, who you guys would know her from She's Country by Jason Aldean.
Yeah.
She's like an amazing writer. She's been a great mentor for me, and it was a long time coming, but I was super excited for the release. It's doing great. It's super fresh, so I'm pumped to see what it does. But yeah, it's a fun one.
I get what you mean when you're like you've had a song that's been unreleased for a while that you've listened to it, because we've been doing some like live session stuff with like some of our friends and whatever. We put out an EP with Reagan Carter a while back.
I know Reagan. That's cool.
And so we'd listen to the songs on repeat for so long, and him even more, and doing the editing stuff. And
it's like you get tired of it, and then it finally comes out, and then that's when you have to promote it, and you're like, I'm done. But no, this one's really cool. It's funny. Like, I think the most exciting part about releasing songs is, weirdly enough, not having to go to the Dropbox link anymore and like a random text chain and like scroll forever trying to find it. You can just go to Spotify or Apple Music now. So I'm glad it's out there. I'm super pumped.
Now, are you a Spotify or an Apple Music user?
I'm a Spotify user.
Let's go.
I was gonna say, I feel like we're kind of few and far between. Like, I feel like Apple hates on us, but I feel like Spotify's the way to go.
No, we do.
Oh, you're an Apple guy.
So he's an Apple guy. A little back. He's an Apple guy. I'm a Spotify guy. So we do a thing where we ask our.
I feel like whenever I don't even have a subscription to Apple Music, so I feel like when I get on there, I'm just lost. Like any other platform other than Spotify, I'm just lost.
So I think we might have a little break here.
Okay.
So do you mind playing the first song for us?
Yeah, for sure. I'll actually play the one that just came out.
Cool.
We're just gonna hope that it's Capo 3, or because honestly I can't really remember. It's either Capo 3 or 4, so
close enough.
Can't be that bad. It sounds a little low. We're gonna go up one. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this one came out yesterday, and it's called Honky-Tonk Halo. She broke 100 horses, just like she broke 100 hearts. They said the whiskey was a poison, she would match you every shot. The jukebox was her friend, she'd play 'em all and then she'd play 'em again. They call her Honky-Tonk Halo, ghost on the desert wind. Nobody knows where she's going, nobody knows where she's been. There's a rhinestone queen chasing that neon down the road. It might be her, only heaven knows where honky-tonk halos go. With every other cowboy, but it didn't mean a thing. You were lucky if you held her, she was lightning in the rain. A tumbling weed with a smile, I love you and leave you kind of style. They call her Honky-Tonk Halo, ghost on the desert wind. Nobody knows where she's going, nobody knows where she's been. There's a rhinestone queen chasing that neon down the road. It might be her, only heaven knows where honky-tonk halos go. rhinestone queen, chasing that neon down the road. It might be her, only heaven knows. Only heaven knows where honky-tonk halos go.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thanks.
And that came out yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Super, super new.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And what's before yesterday? What's the last thing you had put out?
Oh gosh, the last thing I put out was a song called Neon, and that one went to Texas radio. So the whole month of February, I was on a radio tour down there, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, Neon's like my go-to live song. It's like a really energetic, good live song. But
Cool.
I feel like you have those songs that are so good acoustic, and then you have the ones that are good live. Because they were like, "Can you play it for us on the guitar?" I was like, "Sounds not as good." So, but yeah, that was Neon. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, will this one be on Texas radio as well?
You know, I'm still looking into that. I'm not really sure. I would love it to go there, but as you guys know, like the music industry is like expensive for like
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
not a lot of things to come back to you. So we'll see. I mean, it was a really awesome experience with that song, and I feel like social media is also a great tool. Obviously, everyone uses that now to push their music. So I don't know. We'll see. I would love it to, but we'll just have to see.
Go ahead.
So where did you like get into music? Like what kind of sparked
gosh.
that love for you?
Well, I've always consumed music like my whole life. My family was never anything musical at all. No guitar players, no singers, no anything. So it was honestly really random. I grew up from the ranching background, and I was always around country music. Like my dad loved listening to the cowboy poetry kind of singer guys, and that was like the first kind of music that I was really around. And then randomly enough, Selena Gomez and The Scene, whenever she was like way back starting out with that was another thing I listened to that was super random. So yeah, I was honestly just kind of out of the blue. None of my family was into it at all, but I was always listening to music, singing around the house. I started performing when I was 5, so I've literally been doing it, seems like my whole life.
That's awesome. Have you always listened to country music? Is that like your favorite genre, or do you have like another genre that you really?
That's like my go-to, but I also really love rock, so
Really?
it's kind of
What anybody in particular?
Oh gosh, honestly, not really anyone in particular. My dad listened to a ton of like rock stuff and still does. And it's one of those things where it's like you hate on your dad's music, and then a couple of years later you're like listening to it. And it was exactly that way for me too. I really like Joan Jett. I cover some of her songs in my live show, so I don't know.
So when you get in the car, like when you got in the car to come down here, what did you put on?
I put on Shane Smith and the Saints, Turnpike, and
New album for Shane. Was it
so good?
I'm a fan.
I like it.
I'm trying to expose him to more Shane Smith.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
My favorite, it's actually not off of this album, but Fire in the Ocean is a really good one. Like that production is just like nice.
Did they put Fire in the Ocean on there? I thought that
Fire in
they
the
did.
Sky.
Fire in the Sky.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So-
fire everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, they like fire in the a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shane Smith, Turnpike, Taylor McCall, he's a great artist. Yeah, I feel like that's my go-to probably.
And you said you've never been here before.
No. I'm 18, so I have just recently actually been legal to come in here. So it's been like, and I feel like I'm so busy that I never, if I have time to chill, I just like sit at home and do nothing.
Yeah.
So,
So
I've
you
never been to the Tumbleweed.
Never
I've
been to Cat Fry?
Nope, because I was
Really?
also had to be 18 for that too.
You have to be 18 for Cat Fry?
I didn't think you did.
I don't know.
I think it's
But
like
now,
a new thing.
Shows are all ages.
Yeah.
So.
I
Oh,
would say.
perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going this year then.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play Cat Fry. So I don't know. Hopefully one day. But
First
yeah.
of many times she'll
Yeah.
be here. That's what
I mean,
was
this
saying.
is technically playing at Tumbleweed,
Yeah.
right?
Technically, yes. I mean, I can check that off my list.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to y'all.
What can we say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just covered.
We
all.
make dreams come true, really.
every day. Every day.
Yeah. So I was. You said "Fire in the Sky" was your favorite. My favorite is "Book of Joe." I love that song.
I haven't heard that one.
It's the first one on the album.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I love the message behind the song.
Yeah, I need to check that one out. I was actually listening to it and I was getting ready. I can't remember what the song was called. It was like a girl's name, maybe. Maybe that's completely wrong. I don't know, but they
Adeline?
have. Yes, that one.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, that's cool too.
So yeah, I love Shane.
Yeah.
I think their music's great, and I love bands like that.
Yeah.
So.
Are you going to be making a trip out this year to Calf Fry?
I hope so. Yes, I'm hoping so.
Oh, that's good.
I hope that I have nothing that's like at the same time as that, because I feel like that's how it always happens. But yes, that's my favorite food, so I got to show up and support.
Yeah. Really? Really?
Now you're like, wow, this chick's weird.
No, he's a big Calf Fry fan.
I'm a big Calf Fry fan. So.
No, I'm telling you, you can't knock them till you try them. They're like, are the ones at Calf Fry good? Have you had them?
Yes. They usually have a couple food trucks that have them.
Okay.
It's really not like it really has nothing to do with Calf Fries at all.
It used to.
It used to, yeah, but now it's like they just kind of have a food truck that has them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I feel like the best ones are in Fort Worth.
Really?
Like last year, did they have one food truck that had them?
I think so. I feel like they had more than that, but probably not. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been, so hopefully I'll go this year.
So have you seen the lineup for this year?
Yes,
Okay.
I have. I'm trying to think who's on there. Now that you asked me, I don't know.
Shane is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I feel like the lineup is always... I like how it's always, like, changed up, and there's not a lot of, like, similar.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully I'll be on there in, like, a couple years.
Yeah. We got Shane Smith, Giovanni and the Hired Guns.
Okay.
Why am I blanking?
Flatland?
Flatland. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Way to go.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Flatland, Treaty Oak Revival, Muscadine Bloodline, Red Clay Strays, Sam Barber.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually going to play a festival with Red Clay.
Really?
Yeah, I'm playing Troubadour Fest in College Station.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's the one I was
saw
showing
that.
you.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for that.
Yeah,
They're
that's
like
awesome.
blowing up. They're so good.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited and a little intimidated, but it's okay.
He exposed me to Red Clay Strays, and I'm a huge fan. I'm really excited to watch them.
Yes.
Live. I've heard that their live is like amazing.
It gives me very much like Elvis-y kind of vibe.
I think the lead singer, he went on the Dale Earnhardt podcast.
Okay.
And Dale Earnhardt had the best analogy that I've seen for him. They said if Elvis sung lead singer for Leonard Skinner.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a perfect.
That is so perfect. Yeah, I'm pumped to see them.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome down to Bad Brad's Barbecue. Hey, stop looking at Gus. Stop it. All right, folks, you see here, Jagger's trying to throw some cornhole, and he just can't get her done.
I just cannot hit anything today.
I see that, Jagger.
Man, you gotta have some bad brads. Play that crap when you're hungry.
Vernon always coming in clutch with the barbecue. Oh, yeah, look at that bite, folks. All right, Jagger, let's see it. Look at that, right in the hole.
Bad Brads, where you can't help but be good.
Like Jagger said, folks, Bad Brad's Barbecue, where it's good to be bad.
So when is I know you just dropped a song yesterday, but when is your next project coming out?
6 weeks from now.
Okay.
We're dropping a song every 6 weeks. So
Is that leading up to like an album or?
So I was like very ambitious, and at the beginning of the year I said I want to drop an album in the fall of this year, and I started like backing into that and realizing everything it would take to do that, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna actually be able to do that. So I was hoping to drop an album in the fall, but I'm just gonna drop singles throughout this year and just keep building the numbers and all that, and then drop a debut album sometime, because I feel like debut albums are always the one that blows up for people, and I don't want to like drop a debut album where I'm not where I would love to be for it to like do something. So if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, we'll see. I really want to, but
I've heard of a lot of people doing. We were talking to the Smoking Oaks about this. They're doing waterfall single releases.
what is that?
So basically, you release a single, and then the next single you release, it'll have both songs on it, and then it'll be all three, then four,
That's
and then
a good
five.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I feel like there's so many ways to release music
I think
now, honestly.
Zach Bryan did that leading up to American Heartbreak.
Oh.
He started with Oklahoma City, and then he did like Highway Boys
Okay.
from Austin. Like he released all those singles out as like a waterfall.
That's
but
cool.
but then when he released American Heartbreak, it had all those songs and then like 15 others. It was like a huge
Yeah.
album.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. So
something.
something to think about.
Yeah, for sure. But-
Will you pull that mic in closer? Now that they're talking, it's getting quiet. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah. So how did you get it hooked up with the Billy Bob's thing? Like that, we just kind of brushed over that, but that's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like the mecca of dance hall places to play. And it was honestly
aside
through
from Tumbleweed Dancehall.
Can you hear- what?
I said aside from our sponsor Tumbleweed Dancehall.
I know, I'm sorry. That one's right up there too, I promise. This is my first time here, so I didn't know.
She just ruined the whole thing.
I am. I'm
just
like
kidding, I'm just
dumpster fire.
I'm just
You're like,
kidding.
let's cut out all of this.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're good. Yeah, it was honestly another random thing. It was so I had played with Shenandoah before, and then they were doing that show. And since I'm not too far from Fort Worth, they were like, "Hey, you want to come?" So I was like, "Heck yeah!" So.
Did you get to meet those guys?
Oh yeah, they're incredible. Like Marty
I
Raven.
seen Marty being like a really cool guy.
Oh yeah, he's just like what you see is what you get. He's so nice. You could talk to him forever. I found that he's like very picky with his bus. Like he'll talk about his bus for like hours, and I think it's so funny because it's like everything has to be like perfect and yeah. But no, they're all super great, very supportive, just a really good group of guys.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
pretty
That was
cool.
just like kind of brushed over.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like anyways. So
So if that's your top two, what's your next three? Like for it to round out your top five.
Tumbleweed
there
Dancehall
we go,
is
yeah,
right.
okay.
Is like the
Yeah.
first one.
She finally got the memo.
Yeah. Finally, there we go.
Oh yeah, it takes me a minute. I'm sorry. And Green Hall is a big one. Let's see, the Archery, obviously. Red Rocks is like big on there for me.
That you have played?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
I was thinking of places you have. I was
No.
like, oh my god, that's
No.
crazy.
No. I wish, but no. So yeah, Red Rocks. I always forget about that one whenever I'm on the topic of that. But yeah, that's a huge one.
So what are some other places you have played besides?
Oh,
Billy Bob?
yeah, none of them are as cool. I was just gonna say, I don't think you'd recognize any of them. They're just like local, kind of. I mean, let me try to think. Oh, another like super freaking cool one's Cane's in Tulsa. I'm sorry, it just leaves my mind and then I remember it.
None of them were as cool.
No, I said that's not what I meant. I forgot about that one because I was like 15. So yeah,
So who did you play there with?
John Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, I opened for him. It was like many years ago, so that's why I forgot it. Gotta give me a little grace here. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
So you played the Ryman, Billy Bob's, and Cane's.
Yes.
I want to know what the rest of them are because I feel like she's gonna be like, I played the LA Forum a couple months back. You know.
Oh, you know, it'd be okay, Center. Like, no, I'm kidding. I'm trying to think of them. Literally just like bars and local stuff.
Have you played anywhere here in Stillwater?
No, I haven't. Because
And you
isn't
live
the
that
salty?
close?
Yeah, I know. Isn't the salty Bronc like? Do you have to be a certain age to play that? Because that's been my common issue until now.
I find it hard to believe that they wouldn't let 18-year-olds into play
Yeah.
with like a parent or something.
Yeah, with your mommy.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on.
I don't know, but I know there's like some places that do that, like
Okay.
with somebody there, like
Yeah, no, I've always like known Stillwater was very music influenced. But no, I've just never made it up here really.
Yeah.
And I've honestly just been doing I haven't been doing that many live shows this year. I've been writing a lot and recording and stuff, and that surprisingly takes a lot of time.
Where are you recording at?
So I record in Nashville, and I write my stuff in Nashville.
Again, I expect nothing less. Just like skirt over those facts, like something like really cool. You're like, oh yeah, I just do that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I saw that you guys had like Wyatt Flores and then you had Caitlyn, so I'm like, well, they probably think this is not epic at all. So let's just keep going.
we get geeked just about like even like small stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
well, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh God. So yeah, I record and write all my stuff in Nashville, and I've got a good team over there and producer who understands like what I want to do and helps me out. So.
Do you write with a team, or do you just write by yourself?
I write some by myself, and then mostly with just one other person.
Okay.
Most people I've written with was 2 in the room.
Okay.
But I prefer just one.
Do you have like one go-to person that you?
Yeah, it's Bridget, who I wrote Honky-Tonk Halo with, and Neon, Rodeo Money, which is already out. That's been my best one so far, actually. So yeah, I write with her a lot.
Cool. That's awesome.
So when you're in Nashville and you're writing, what's your like? You've written all day. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing to kind of like
when
relax?
I'm done?
Yeah.
Oh God.
To take the edge off.
Oh God.
She stands outside the bars and just looks.
Yeah. Like, wow, that must be fun.
Now, did they not? I think I've seen videos of like younger kids, like 15 playing.
Oh no, I played in bars my whole life. That's all I've done.
Yeah.
But I just can't like partake in the environment of the thing.
Okay.
So.
The function of the
bar. The events that take place. So yeah, I sing and then I'm pretty much done and then hang out. Yeah. But yeah, I mean honestly, whenever I'm done writing, I actually have a place in Nashville because I've been going there for a couple like 5 years now. So I really like Watermelon Red Bull, so I'll have one of those and watch Netflix. Getting crazy
you get
on
really
a Friday
cranked.
afternoon.
You get really cranked to watch the session. Like, you're just like...
Yeah, so kind of lame, but that's what I do.
That's great.
Not really the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't provide.
Is there anything like fun to do? Like, is there like a go-to spot in Nashville that's like fun to do that you like going to?
Is there a Top Golf in Nashville?
I'm sure there is.
There's got to be, right?
Yes, there is one, but I've never been. I'm never really there long enough to like. Usually when I'm there, I'm like jam-packed, and then I just want to get home, like, because where I'm at here in Oklahoma, I'm like way out, and in Nashville, it's like right in the middle of the town, and that's just like I can't.
Are you from? Where are you from?
So I'm from Manford,
okay,
which is like 45 minutes away, if that.
You're not too far away from Tulsa though.
No, I'm literally in between the middle of Stillwater and Tulsa.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're not too far out from the fun. It's only like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. But all my friends like went to college now, so I'm just like hanging out at my house, like, this is so fun.
You're writing music.
Yeah.
You're getting stuff done. What
exactly.
are they doing?
Yeah.
Studying?
Yeah. Imagine.
Yeah, I know.
That must suck.
There's nothing fun about that.
No, there's not.
Did you ever wonder, or have you ever thought about like, if I didn't do this, what would I be doing?
Yes. And because I did start so young, it was always like, I'll just be doing this. But I have thought, it was last summer, that I was like, man, what else could I be doing? And I would go to OSU, go Pokes.
There we go.
And I would probably be doing like some equine thing. I don't even know what the options are for that because I never, obviously, I'm not in college. But like, I think equine vet would be cool. Something in the ag world.
I would say I assume you ride horses if that's
yes.
your career path.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I would like that. But again, I start thinking about the school that would take. I'm like, nah, music is the way to go. Like,
yeah, we're both at the trail end of our college career right now, and we're like, God, it took so long.
Yeah.
I am gonna graduate in May, and I still feel like it's forever away. I'm like, I just want it to be.
Oh my,
now.
yeah, that is not. That would just make me like depressed. Yeah. Honestly, I would be like, man.
Now she's describing my life. I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
This is really just a therapy session for you.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, let it all out. What's really going on?
Well, you see.
Do you have like merch or anything like that?
Yes, I do. I have merch. It's all on my website.
Who does your merch?
So I am really I do a lot of the design work, and then I have a friend in Nashville, and she did the merchandise for like Ole Red, all of Blake Shelton's Bar and Grill, and the Opry.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah, who's that? And she's been like a great help. She's great at like all the details and stuff that I'm not really good at with like the shipping and all that stuff. And she's great. So yeah, it's all out there on my website.
We're not great at that stuff either. But you know who is, Jagger?
CH Lonestar.
CH Lonestar.
Yeah.
We got to take a minute to plug CH
Yeah.
Lonestar.
Yeah.
So they made us these shirts recently. We got one over there for you.
Those are cool. Oh, thank you. I
they
was gonna say
do-
those are super sick.
Yeah, they do like embroidery, screen printing, all that kind of stuff. Then they make koozies. They said they make socks.
Yeah, they
Dang.
make a little bit of everything. Yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of crazy.
I mean, if you make socks, then you're like,
You need some.
Up
You need
there.
some socks at your merch table.
yeah,
That's what you
I
need.
agree.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
ML socks.
yeah, I wonder what they can't do, because it's more about what they can't do, because that's a shorter list.
Yeah.
You can get through it, because they can do pretty much everything.
We sent them like a graphic that was kind of like this, and then they like reworked it for us
Yeah.
and made it like feasible.
Yeah,
So yeah, they do it all.
that's so
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're hoping to get hooked up with them for a little while, and then we can get some more shirts that we can hand out.
Yeah.
So they do like the drop shipping type stuff where you like
Okay.
have designs, and when people buy it on your website,
Yeah.
they'll ship it or
Yes,
they'll make
instead
it
of
ship
having
it
an
instantly.
inventory.
Yeah.
That's what I found is the way to go.
Yeah.
That is so much better. I feel like.
Yeah, so check out CH Lonestar. Go get hooked
I
up
will.
with them. They'll
Sounds like they can do it all.
they can do it all. Yeah,
I'll check them out.
Tell Cody we sent you.
You mind playing another song for us here, real quick?
Yeah. Oh Lord, what am I gonna do? Let me see if I really struggle with the keys. So we're just gonna see if sounds right. I think we're just gonna go with that. This is the one actually I was just talking about, Rodeo Money. It's done really well for me, so I'll play that one. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money don't hang around long, and they don't stay for nothing. I could probably be in love by now. I could find a place to settle down, but I can't. Cause I'm in love with all their rambling around. There ain't even any kind of town God made. Yeah, their spinning keeps them winning, and that road's got no ending. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money don't hang around long, and they don't stay for nothing. Both right away, yeah, they hit that highway running. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money. When that timer sounds and they meet the ground, and they don't make that short go round, then they're gone. Yeah, they burn the rest in gasoline, while lines of miles on to Abilene, chasing that adrenaline dream. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money don't hang around long, and they don't stay for nothing. Both right away, yeah, they hit that highway running. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money. I can't rope 'em, I can't hold 'em, I can't fence 'em in. They don't love me, they're both only addicted to the win or to lose again. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money don't hang around long, and they don't stay for nothing. Both right away, yeah, they hit that highway running. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money. Dusty cowboys and rodeo money.
Awesome.
Thank
That was
you.
great.
Thanks.
I assume, did you rodeo, like, growing up?
No, I did not rodeo. I just like ranch work stuff.
Yeah.
I was never really into the whole rodeo thing. Now I show cutting horses, so it's kind of what I do for fun whenever I'm at home.
That's cool.
Different from music, kind of gives me an outlet, so it's nice.
Yeah.
So you stay pretty busy then.
Oh yes, yeah, very busy. It's kind of nice because I feel like when I'm so busy, I want to go home, and then when I'm home, I'm like, well, this is so boring. Like, there's nothing to do. I need to be busy again. So it's like this weird balance thing. But yeah, I like being busy. Feels like stuff's happening, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of a cowboy now.
How's that?
You've been diving into Yellowstone?
Oh, funny story about that. So, I actually, do you watch Yellowstone?
Yeah, me and my wife just started watching it. We're on like season 2.
Okay, so you know Lloyd from Yellowstone? He talks like this. I'm Forrie J. Smith. You know?
Yeah. He's the guy with the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the bunkhouse. So randomly enough, I met him last year, and he was doing a music project. He doesn't sing, he just writes poems, and he like wanted to turn them into music. And so he wanted me to hop on a song that he did. So I wrote a verse and we recorded it with another guy. And then he invited me out to the National Finals Rodeo because that song we did together, he put on his vinyl album. And so I was at the National Finals Rodeo for 2 straight weeks, doing meet and greets with him for everyone from 1 to 3. So
no big deal.
That was that reminded me. I was like, you said Yellowstone. I was like, oh, this is cool to talk about. And yeah, so now he's working on a movie. I don't know if I can say this, but it's cool, so might as well. He's working on a movie right now, and I'm gonna have like my first acting part in it.
Really?
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. As you can tell, I don't really know how I'm going to do with acting because I'm just very, like, to the point. But, yeah, I'm super excited. He's amazing. You're talking about Shenandoah being so cool. He's the same way. Like, he's literally became, like, role model, grandpa, like everything.
That's awesome.
That's
cool.
Yeah, he's been so cool. So getting to do that project together and him kind of being, like, my mentor has been super cool.
You've told us so much stuff. I want to know what else you haven't told us, because it's just like you just like keep.
Well,
like...
it's what's bad is because like Natural Blonde over here, it's like until someone mentions something, then it sparks. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got this. So maybe just keep like mentioning random things, and it'll like spark a thing. I'll be like, oh yeah. But yeah, that was a really cool thing from last year.
I really like, so how long have you known George Strait? Actually, I wrote
forgot
like
about
3
him.
songs with him. 3 of his number 1s are actually from me as well. So
I freaking wish. That is something I would remember. All of this is just like, it's so crazy how I've been like doing the music thing and then all these opportunities just like come up. And you're like, well, I never thought that would happen.
Yeah.
And then, because I was literally watching Yellowstone, like you guys are, and he was like one of our favorite characters. And then he's like reaches out wanting to do. I met him in like the most random way on Valentine's Day at a bar in Nashville. And then we just like hit it off. We were talking about, because he showed cutting horses too at the celebrity cutting, which is like, anyways. And we were talking about that. And then yeah, he was like, well, I'm working on this. Do you want to be a part of it? I was like, yeah. And then it just leads to, it's crazy how just things keep going.
it's crazy.
Yeah. It's been really cool.
So think about that next time you're watching.
Yeah.
Lloyd's cool.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. This is kind of off topic, but George Strait and Garth Brooks. Who do you think is the bigger artist overall?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. That's so hard. Oh my, I literally have no idea. I would say, just from the stuff that I grew up listening to, I would say George, but I don't know. I met Garth one time, and he's like super nice.
There it is. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean, he was like the nicest dude I've ever met, like that I've looked up to. Because they always say don't meet your heroes because they'll always like not meet the bar. Yeah. But he was one who like exceeded it. We talked for like a while, so I don't know. Garth's personality is like awesome. And his music is too, so I don't know. It's a hard one.
We had his daughter on.
Allie. She's awesome. Yeah. I love her.
So your answer is George Strait?
I think yeah.
It's weird to like, and we had a whole discussion about this today. It was like, how do you quantify like how big people are?
Exactly.
It's kind of weird to do that.
And I feel like it's the same way of trying to quantify someone's success and like your success, because it's like they can all be different. If I want to be, playing certain level of venues forever, and that's like my level of success, it's like awesome.
Like Billy Bob's.
And then no, and then like I don't know, it's just different. So I see what you mean.
Yeah,
like, it can all be quantified differently.
It's weird to like I guess it's like your household name or not, stuff like that. It's just weird.
I mean, it's like you said, Garth Brooks, or someone who's just like me. It's like which one? Like I could be saying I'm so, like this is as most successful as I want to be, and I'd be like great.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's just weird, and we were like talking about like the good comparison like George and Garth is like George has the most #1 hits. Out of everybody, but Garth has sold the most units.
Yeah. So
more
it's like
than anybody else.
Yeah.
So it's like how do you?
It's like they're both almost the same.
In different ways. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't think you can pick one.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we want to tell you a little bit about Deadwake Archery Innovations. They got all kinds of awesome stuff. They create their very own custom designed CNC milled bows, and they do all kinds of crazy colors with the anodization. And you want to tell them a little bit more?
Yeah, so it is a Oklahoma State graduate. They're in Kansas, Oklahoma is where they're established. They do some great stuff, great killing machines for the water, honestly. And just go check them out. Thank you so much for Deadwake Archery Innovation for sponsoring this podcast.
Are you a comedy fan at all?
No.
She had no idea what we're talking about. Music-wise, I don't know. It's weird because like I'm not obsessed with anybody because like most of the music I listen to, like it's people that we can potentially have on or already have had on. So I can't. I'll get back to you on that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, we'll be sure to wrap that back up at the end.
Yeah. I can't think of anything.
That's always my answer, and then I'm like, okay, they'll forget about the question at the end, and then they bring it up, and I'm like,
yeah. I can't think of anything right now that I'm like just like. When I'm thinking obsessed, I'm thinking like the
extreme.
level of obsession that like you have for Dwight Yoakam.
Again, I really hate to use the term obsession.
Or a Taylor Swift fan has. For
the Swiftie, yeah.
Are you a Swiftie?
No.
No.
Also, no. No. I'm not.
Clip it.
Yeah. I really don't know. Okay. I really don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to let
Unbelievable.
Everybody down. I'm sorry to let everybody down like this.
You really did. I'm just going to leave now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you got to give me an answer eventually.
I'll look deeper into it and I'll try to give you an answer at some point, but I can't right now.
Okay.
Not on the spot. Sorry.
All right. Fine.
You should have just said Caitlin Butts.
Yeah. I said my wife, if that helps.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It doesn't.
It doesn't help.
No,
it doesn't.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So when do you said maybe fall, but now that's like you're thinking that's pushing it a little bit on.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like albums can be looked at so differently because you've got artists who like Cody Johnson before he was like massive, released albums, like a lot of albums, and then you've got the people who are kind of blowing up now, like Megan Moroney, for example, who's like released her debut album, and that's like her first like big, like she released it after she was like massive, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like there's two different ways to go about it. I feel like if I'm gonna put that time, work, energy, and money into a huge collection of songs like that, I want it to be whenever, in my opinion, I have a really solid amount of people who listen to my stuff and like become and like me as a person, so that it's not just like, here's however X amount of people listen to my music now, and I want it to be as big as it can be.
You don't want some of those songs to get lost.
Yeah, because I released an EP whenever I think 15, 16, and like I love those songs. Like those are songs that I would recut and like kind of redo just to re-release them. So I don't want that to happen, So it's like I don't know, but hopefully soon.
That's good. Do you have another single coming out? Pretty soon?
In 6 weeks.
In 6 weeks? Awesome.
I'm releasing music every 6 weeks.
Do you have a name for it?
Yes. It's called Painted Sky.
Is that a first time?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Hard launch.
Yes, hard launch. Let's go. That's what we like. Over here. We like hard launches.
Yeah. That's another one that I've had for like ever. I'm very picky on production, so I have to like wait until it's like I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
And then so it's been a while, but yeah, that's the next one.
Sweet. Do you have any socials that you like to plug?
Yes. I post the most on Instagram. That's at Mikayla Lane Music, MIKAYLALANE Music. Website's the same. TikTok, Facebook, Spotify is just Mikayla Lane, all that. So
sweet.
All my stuff is just my name.
Cool. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you guys so much for having me.
Love to have you on again at some point.
Yeah,
so.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah. We hope you had fun.
Yes, I know. This has been awesome. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.